Hello everyone, I'm Alena, and welcome to this little break in your day to just kind of breathe and discuss concepts or insights that may help you or people you know just gain a little bit of wisdom in our day. I think that's fun. So, okay, I have so many sacred spaces. I do. This is my sacred space right here with my plants, my candles, my little healing bowl. I love it. I have a sacred place right on my porch. I have a blanket shawly thing that I bring with me on trips and I lay at the end of the bed, which then triggers, I built this good healthy trigger in me to say, oh my gosh, that's now my sacred space, so that I have it when I go anywhere. Okay, so I guess you could ask me, if you wanted to, why I have all these sacred spaces. And that would be a very good question. I have always had a sacred space. I didn't always call it a sacred space. I used to call it my own little corner. I took it from old musical of Cinderella, I think it was, where she sang, my own little corner in my own little chair. I can be whatever it is I want to be. I think I goofed that up, but that's the basic idea. And I liked that so much as a kid. I even had sacred spaces then. And then when I started to grow older, I became very conscious of what that sacred space provided for me. A sacred space provided me a place where I could breathe. It was my corner of the world, where I could dream, where I could feel free of a no-limit mind, where I could learn whatever I wanted to learn, where I could just be whatever I wanted to be. I come up with some of my most incredible ideas when I'm in my sacred space. I come up with so many new concepts, downloads or channeling, whatever you like to call it. I get that too. I can allow my imagination to soar. I can have the freedom to allow myself to heal. My sacred space is mine. And that is very important. It's actually my sacred space that computed in me. When people said set boundaries, I totally got it. Just like how important my sacred space is. I let my kids come in and sit, but they weren't allowed to take things out of the sacred space when they were little, but sometimes they come in and sit. You got little kids, you got little kids. In fact, that's what taught them about the sacred space. But with other people, just as I keep that sacred space sacred, I keep some very special parts of me sacred. And I won't let people drain my energy so much. I won't let people talk to me in certain ways, because I know the value of being sacred, honoring who I am and my space. The sacred space is an incredible place, and it is so important to have, each of us. It's our own little corner. I never allow in my sacred space the criticalness. I don't allow the fear. I don't allow anything that is negative. I don't. Does that mean I can't solve problems? I can solve problems, but it's only with solutions. Otherwise, don't think about it. I'm serious. When I have a client, I usually have them build a sacred space. And I always tell them, and I do this too, I put a white light with my finger around the sacred space. Me, I like to start from north because it's north. And I say, right here, the north is behind me. No, the north is over here. So I see my finger go around my space, and I'm usually standing outside my space. Okay? And that's a white light. And then before I step in, I always say, especially in the beginning, and I don't know why I did, I just did, no worry, doubt, or fear shall enter here. And I would take my hand and I would take that energy and I would push it out. and up on the shelf. And it would just stay there for a little while. And it just never came in the circle. If it did, I'd clap my hands to break up that energy and say, nope, out you go. You don't belong here. But I didn't have to do that too long because it's my sacred space. It's my corner. And I wrote poetry in it when I was younger. And older, I meditate. I read spiritual quotes and things that I love that inspire me. I do meditations. I write books in my sacred space. I meditate on things. I use my imagination and I allow it to soar. That is the sacred space, and that is what it's about. If you don't have a sacred space in your house or wherever you are in your living space, you should. It's important. It's a place of allowing. It's a place of allowing. And it's fun. It's really fun because it takes away from the world. The place that I go with the rock fence that goes up into the old monastery, that's my sacred space too. If I build enough sacred spaces, well, who knows what could happen, right? I invite you to create that place where you can be whatever it is you want to be. You can learn whatever it is you want to learn. You can open up yourself to universe more and more. It is your space, and it's a sacred space. I would love to hear your comments on this. Oh my gosh, and if you can, and you have a sacred space, would you share it? I would love that very much. I love seeing other people's sacred space. I do. It's just, I don't know, it's just nice. Some people just do it up, and other people have it so beautifully simple. Either way, I love to see it. And if you have a friend who needs something like this, share this out because, yeah, I think sacred spaces can change people's lives. I really do. I believe that firmly. It changed mine, or has helped mine. Spirit is love. And when we have incredible spaces that open us up to love, then we're inviting spirit to be in us. I can't think of any better way to be. So let me know how this works for you, and definitely post pictures. And if you like this content, please press like and subscribe because, well, why not? Why not? Namaste, my dear friends. Namaste. Have a wonderful day in your sacred space.
Thanks for watching. Don't miss out on a single thing. Subscribe below. And here's something else I think you'll enjoy. Namaste.